Hi guys, so I just finished washing my hair. My hair has been straight for about a month now, and I try to keep it as straight as long as I can because I don't do it as often. But I wanted to come very quickly and show you the products that I use. So I only shampoo my hair every blue moon, and when I do shampoo it, I use the Shea Moisture Moisture Retention Shampoo. There is no sulfates in here. This to me has been the best thing that has helped. And I also mix in with this black castor oil, and that just helps with the thickness and help with the grow your hair. For conditioner, I use the Tresemme Naturals, and this is silicone free. And the reason why it's important to use silicone free is that it doesn't clog your pores, and you can but if you do use a conditioner that has silicones, then you have to wash it out with shampoo. So that's why I use a silicone free. And right in between shampooing and conditioning, I do what's called an oil rinse. This is not necessary, but because my hair was straightened for so long, I want to add as much moisture as I can. So I use extra virgin olive oil, and I just work that throughout my entire head, and then rinsed it out. Now you can leave it in, you don't have to. It's really up to you, but I just rinsed it out for this particular time. So I wanted to see my hair. I don't think I got any heat damage straightening it. Like I said, you get it, you take that risk doing so. But this is what it looks like. I don't have any product on it at all. I'm getting ready to do a deep condition on it. So I just wanted to show you. And the deep conditioning I'm going to use is the Shea Moisture Deep Treatment Mask. I've used this a few times. Sometimes I use it on dry hair. Sometimes I use it when my hair is wet. Either way works fine. So I'm just going to section my hair out, apply this on it, and use my good old Walmart bag to let it sit for maybe an hour to kind of get the get it heated up so it can really sink into my scalp. That's all I can think of right now. So I'll just go ahead and show you how I do this. And I use the ouchless bands that don't have the metal, because all that does is snag your hair. And I would say also be careful with these. Sometimes they can snag your hair too, but that makes a big difference. Alright, so I'm just going to take a handful of it, about this much. I can't measure that. I just go by eye. And then I'm going to first just try to squeeze it in there. Make sure I get the nape, because that's usually one of the areas that's like neglected. So work that in. Then I'll go ahead and pull it apart and try to get it in between. I try to get most of my detangling done in the shower, but you know, sometimes that'll work out and sometimes it won't. So, but I always say it's best to get your detangling done while in the shower, because the water will help with it running. So I use two combs. I use my wide tooth comb, and then it's kind of still wide tooth, but it's much longer. So you pick up which one you have. Obviously, if you have a much tighter curl and your hair is much thicker, then you want to use a really good wide tooth comb. But if not, then you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to take it in my hands and work from the ends all the way up to the roots. And this, you never want to just do that, just yanking your, I just did that, but You don't want to do that because all you're doing is just ripping your hair out of your scalp. So always use the tension method, which is holding it and then combing it out. One thing you'll notice with doing natural hair, no matter how many times you comb it out, you go back through with your comb and it still has some kinks. So I would say just get the majority of them out and then you'll be okay. But make sure you work that product all throughout your entire section. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it and twist it. You don't have to do this. You can just twist the whole section. It's up to you. And then I'm just going to do that throughout all the sections, and I'll come back and we'll see, put on the my Walmart bag. We'll see how that goes. Okay guys, so I finished putting all of the deep conditioner in my hair, and I have 4 sections. So all I'm going to do is put the Walmart bag on and let that sit. Obviously, it's not the stylish thing to do, but it'll do its job. So I'll come back and show you how I'm going to style it. I'm not really sure if I want to do twist or whatever I want to do, but I'll just come back and do that. Okay, talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so I just washed my hair, and one of the things that I wanted to come and do is do like some really quick tips on things that I have learned and that have been helpful for me. And like I said, always take it with a grain of salt. You have to figure out what's beneficial for you and your hair and take that and go with it. So as you see, I don't have just a regular towel on my head. This is a microfiber towel, and one of the reasons why it's good to use one of those kinds of towels to dry your hair is it doesn't strip your hair of the moisture. Just using a regular old towel really strips your hair and it dries it out. So I would definitely recommend getting some type of microfiber towel for that. Also, whenever I wash my hair, as you see before, I had it in sections, 4 sections. You are or can wash your hair in those 4 sections, just, you know, 1 section at a time, or you can just wash it all together. I decided to wash it all together because I'm used to it. But if you have really, really thick hair and it's like becoming a hassle trying to get all of it washed at one time, either split it in 4 sections or 2 sections. Anything that's going to cut down time and get that detangling process over with is probably going to be the most beneficial for you. I'll also show you some of the staples as far as hair products and hair tools that I use. Like I said, I have 2 combs that I use that are really helpful. This one is a wide tooth comb, and I really like this one as well. This one I use mostly in the shower because it really helps with the detangling. I have a soft bristle brush. Probably can't really see that well. And I have what's called a denim brush. I don't know if you can see the D. Anyways, I took a lot of the bristles out. I think it comes with like 9 rows of bristles, but I took it out because the longer and longer my hair got, the more gaps in my brush that I needed because to help with the detangling. And of course my trusty rat tail combs. So this one, I do not comb my hair with this, but I use this part for parting, and when I'm at the very end, sometimes I'll use this, but I never just go through my hair with the rat tail comb. And then I have another one. As you see, this one is a much smaller parting. I'm very, very particular about my parts. That's just me in OCD when it comes to my hair. Obviously, that's not something you have to have as a requirement for your hair. That's just me. I'm very particular about my parts. And of course is my trusty toothbrush. Now this is what I use for my edges to slick them down. You can use a brush, but I feel like it's much more detailed. And that's, again, that's just me. That's something that I really like to have. So just a normal toothbrush, obviously not one you used. You can just buy one from the dollar store or something, and that you can use to lay your edges down. Okay, so like I said, I just washed my hair, and this is the leave-in that I use. The reason why you want to use a leave-in is because it helps re-moisturize your hair, and something that can coat it and make it soft and moisturized. So being natural, moisture, 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 moisture. That is the key to having healthy hair. So you try to use everything that you can to keep it moisturized, but you want to make sure you're using the right products and not just anything. And I say simplicity is what's going to be the best. So I try to use no more than 5 products for my hair. So this is the leave-in conditioner I use. It's been beneficial. It's helpful. You can just leave your regular conditioner in as well. You don't have to. Like, this is the conditioner that I use. So like once I rinse it out, I can just take some in my hand and just pour it back in my hair. It's up to you. You have to figure out what's most helpful for you. Then of course, my edge control. This obviously is not a must, but if you like your hair in a particular style and you like your edges to lay down, then I would say this is like a heaven sent. Now, some people may see this next thing as controversial. I cannot be natural without this product. I mean, it's not going to happen. So for me, that is my Eco Styler. As you see, I have this like giant tub. But this is Eco Styler styling gel, and it has no alcohol in it. It is alcohol free. And the reason why we don't want anything with alcohol, it dries your hair out and it strips it of the moisture. So it is in strength 10. So I would say the texture of it does make your hair hard, but it doesn't make it flaky. Okay, it doesn't make my hair flaky, so obviously it's going to react to your hair differently if you have a different texture than I do. So I like live and love this stuff. It's amazing, and I'll show you the different things that I do with it that makes it amazing the more videos that I make. Let's see. I think that is it. Like I showed you the oils. Now I have different oils. I have extra virgin olive oil, I have castor oil, I have grapeseed oil, and I have coconut oil. I use just about whichever one I have on hand. That's the one I use, and not right now, that's this one. I'll go ahead and take this down. So I just washed out the deep conditioner, and so I'll show you what the towel looks like. So this is just something that I bought. I think it had like 2 in a pack or something like that. Like I said, it's not a necessity, but it was helpful for me. All right, so this is my hair after being washed. So I don't have any product on it. It's kind of almost dry already. So if I was doing a wash and go, I would just put, a wash and go is basically you wash your hair, you put a moisturizer in it, and then you just walk out the door. So I would probably like lay my edges down, put a flower in it, something like that, and then just go. But I just want to show you 2 things that you can do right after you wash your hair. So I'm going to divide my hair in 2. So the 2 things I'm going to use is my spray bottle and my Eco Styler gel. So now that this section is detangled, I'm going to take it, tie this up right here like that, and then I'm just going to wet it. And you don't have to saturate it, it just needs to be wet. Bring my comb through it. And I just took about this much gel. I don't really know if it matters, but you'll determine that. And then I just work it through section by section. And when my hair was shorter, oh, this used to be so much easier, so much faster, but now that it's longer, it's just like, ugh, I don't even know if I want to do it because it takes forever. And then I'm going to take apart like this, push this up, section that off, then apply my spray bottle, detangle. And as you see, you can detangle by sections as you go, or you can detangle the whole section. It's up to you guys. Take that. And then I'm going to do a 2-strand twist all the way down. And that's just taking 2 strands and then just twisting it all the way down. Now, you can do bigger sections. You do not have to do these small sections like I'm doing. But I like my twist out to be very defined, so I do small ones. But like I said, it's completely up to you guys. You will have to determine what works for you. Sometimes I'll twist the ends of it just to make sure it gets that nice curl at the end. Okay, so you can choose to do these twists all over your head, and you can either just wear them like this, or what I usually do is I'll twist my hair all over like this, wear it for maybe a day or 2 or just overnight. It's up to you. And then I would untwist it like that, and be very careful when you untwist it, and just wear it as a twist out. Now, of course, by the morning it'll be much defined than with this me doing it just now. And I'll just untwist them all over my head and wear a twist out. So those are some of the 2 styles that I do right after I wash my hair. And you can choose which one will be best for you.